unveiling the boundaries between physical and digital. The human quest for new forms of interaction and experience has consistently driven technological innovations. Gradually, these innovations are blurring the previously clear lines that separated the physical and digital worlds. At the epicenter of this profound transformation, we find three interconnected and revolutionary concepts: virtual reality, VR, augmented reality, AR, and the broader emerging concept of the metaverse. Far from being mere technological buzzwords or distant futuristic visions, these tools are, in fact, already redefining how we communicate. They influence how we work, how we learn, how we have fun, and, fundamentally, how we experience reality in our daily lives. Prepare for an in-depth journey into this constantly expanding digital universe. We will explore its essential foundations, its diverse practical applications, the significant challenges that still need to be overcome, and the vast potential that will undoubtedly shape the future of human interaction and technology. Virtual reality, VR. Total immersion in digital worlds. Virtual reality, VR, represents a monumental qualitative leap in how we interact with digital content. Its main differentiator is the ability to immerse the user in completely simulated environments. This transcends the passive, two-dimensional experience of the traditional screen, offering total immersion that engages multiple human senses, creating a deep feeling of being there. The magic of VR is achieved through specific devices. VR headsets completely cover the user's vision, while headphones with spatialized audio contribute to a three-dimensional sound experience. Together, these devices block out the outside world and simulate human senses, transporting the user into three-dimensional spaces entirely generated by computer. The feeling of presence in these virtual worlds is often described as astonishing, allowing intuitive interactions with digital objects and with other avatars in a natural and engaging way. Innovative applications of VR. The applications of VR are vast and constantly growing, demonstrating the versatility of this technology across various sectors. In the field of entertainment, immersive games provide unique sensory and narrative experiences, while VR films and other forms of VR content offer new and revolutionary ways of storytelling, placing the viewer at the center of the action. In the segment of training and simulation, VR allows the practice of complex, high-risk, or dangerous procedures in completely safe and controlled environments. Examples include the training of surgeons in delicate operations, aircraft pilots, emergency teams, and even for military simulations. Education benefits enormously from VR. It can offer lessons and learning experiences that are significantly more engaging and interactive, allowing virtual visits to distant historical sites or the exploration of abstract concepts in a visual, tangible, and memorable way. Furthermore, VR finds growing applications in areas such as design and architecture, allowing professionals to visualize and test project prototypes at real scale even before physical construction begins, optimizing processes and reducing errors. Augmented reality, AR, enhancing the real world with digital information. While virtual reality transports us to other digital worlds, augmented reality, AR, adopts a complementary yet distinct approach. Its primary goal is to enhance our perception of the real world by overlaying digital information directly into our field of vision. Unlike VR, AR does not require a complete blockage of the physical environment. On the contrary, it integrates with it. AR is generally used through devices that have cameras, such as smartphones and tablets, specialized AR glasses, or even automotive displays that project information onto the windshield. These devices integrate virtual elements, which can be images, videos, text, 3D models, and contextual data, directly into the real environment the user is viewing. This creates a mixed and interactive experience. Everyday and advanced examples of AR is already present in various applications that have become part of our daily lives, often imperceptibly. In games, the global phenomenon Pokémon Go exemplified how virtual characters can interact with the real world captured by the player's phone camera, making the hunt an engaging experience. In commerce and retail, AR applications have revolutionized the shopping experience. They allow you to visualize how a piece of furniture would look in your home before buying it, or even virtually try on clothes and accessories, reducing uncertainty and increasing consumer confidence. In maintenance and industry, AR can provide real-time information and step-by-step instructions superimposed on complex equipment. This assists technicians in their tasks, improves efficiency, and reduces downtime. In navigation systems, AR applications overlay route directions and points of interest directly onto the smartphone camera's video, facilitating orientation in unfamiliar environments and making navigation more intuitive. AR has immense potential to make information not only more accessible, but also more contextual and seamlessly integrated into our daily lives, transforming the way we interact with our surrounding environment. The Metaverse, the convergence of worlds and digital experiences. The Metaverse represents an even broader and more ambitious concept, often described as the next major evolution of the Internet. It is not a single, specific technology, but rather a vast digital ecosystem. This ecosystem is characterized by being interconnected, persistently active, and shared by multiple users. In it, virtual reality, augmented reality, and other converging interface technologies work together to create an immersive and multifaceted virtual space. In the Metaverse, users can interact with each other and with a wide range of digital objects through their avatars, which are virtual representations of themselves, allowing for personalization and the expression of digital identity. Imagine an expansive digital space where the possibilities are practically limitless. You can participate in a work meeting in a virtual office that mimics reality, with colleagues scattered across the globe, feeling an almost physical presence. It's possible to attend a concert by your favorite artist as if you were in the front row of a packed stadium, even if physically you are at home. You can explore millennia-old historical ruins that have been digitally recreated with astounding precision, or collaborate on complex design projects in a shared 3D space with global teams, and simply socialize with friends in a virtual cafe, feeling connected in a deeper way than in a traditional video call. The Metaverse aims to be a persistent digital environment, meaning it continues to exist and evolve, regardless of whether users are connected or not, creating a sense of continuity and permanence. Interoperability between different platforms and virtual worlds is a fundamental and challenging aspect of the Metaverse concept. The idea is to allow the fluid movement of avatars and digital assets, such as purchased or created items, between different experiences, breaking down the barriers of current digital silos. The transformative applications of the Metaverse. The Metaverse holds the revolutionary potential to transform countless sectors of society and the economy, transcending the existing individual applications of VR and AR by enabling more complex and interconnected interactions. In entertainment and socialization, it promises the creation of unprecedented experiences, virtual concerts with immersive and interactive experiences that challenge physical reality, digital music festivals that bring together millions of people, social gatherings in personalized virtual spaces where proximity becomes digital, and the creation of online communities with a much stronger sense of presence and belonging. In commerce and the digital economy, the Metaverse will open new avenues. Virtual stores will offer highly immersive shopping experiences. Virtual fitting rooms will allow trying on clothes without leaving home, and new digital marketplaces will emerge for trading digital goods and services, including NFTs, non-fungible tokens, which confer ownership of virtual items. This will also generate new forms of interactive advertising and marketing. In education and training, the Metaverse will provide immersive and collaborative learning environments not possible in the physical world. There could be complex simulations for developing practical skills in areas like medicine and engineering, virtual visits to geographically inaccessible locations, and the development of personalized and adaptive learning, where content adjusts to each student's pace and style. In work and remote collaboration, the metaverse could reinvent the office. Virtual offices with shared 3D workspaces, three-dimensional collaboration tools, immersive meetings with a greater sense of presence and interaction, and the ability to collaboratively prototype and design in real time, regardless of the physical location of team members. Finally, in health and well-being, the metaverse is already being explored. Virtual therapies in immersive environments for treating phobias, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and other psychological conditions. Physical and cognitive rehabilitation can be done through interactive games and simulations, and virtual support communities for patients with specific conditions can offer an unprecedented sense of connection and mutual aid. The challenges and considerations for the rise of the metaverse. Despite its almost limitless potential, the ascent of the metaverse is accompanied by several complex challenges and important considerations that need to be addressed for its full realization and responsible adoption. One of the biggest challenges lies in infrastructure and technology. Creating a truly immersive, photorealistic, and interoperable metaverse will require significant advancements in ultra-high-speed internet infrastructure, such as 5G and beyond, massive computing power, next-generation graphic rendering technologies, and, crucially, the development of VR/AR devices that are more accessible, lightweight, comfortable, and have longer battery life for the average user. Interoperability and standardization are enormous obstacles. Currently, the lack of open standards and the absence of fluid interoperability between various existing platforms and virtual worlds represent a significant impediment to the creation of a truly unified and walled garden-free metaverse. Privacy and data security are paramount concerns. The immersive nature of the metaverse will involve the collection and use of immense volumes of personal and behavioral data from users, raising serious questions about individual privacy, security against breaches, and the possibility of large-scale surveillance and manipulation. Managing digital identity and representation, avatars, in the metaverse also presents complex challenges. It is essential to develop robust mechanisms to prevent inappropriate behaviors, such as harassment, discrimination, and cyberbullying in virtual spaces, ensuring a safe and respectful environment for everyone. Accessibility and inclusion are crucial ethical considerations. It is imperative to ensure that the metaverse is accessible to everyone, regardless of their physical abilities, socioeconomic status, or geographic location, to prevent the creation of new and profound forms of digital exclusion and social inequality. Finally, the social and psychological impact of prolonged immersion in virtual environments is a field that needs to be carefully studied and understood. Questions about the effects on users' mental health, real-world social relationships, and the very perception of reality need to be thoroughly investigated to ensure the responsible development of the metaverse. The expanding future. The trajectory of the metaverse. The metaverse, while already demonstrating immense potential, is still in its early stages of development. However, the accelerating convergence of disruptive technologies such as virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, AI, blockchain, cloud computing, and 5G networks is driving its evolution at an unprecedented pace. Large technology companies, independent developers and content creators, artists, and the user community are actively shaping this new and vast digital universe. The human quest for online experiences that are increasingly immersive, interactive, and socially connected will continue to be the primary driving force behind the growth and expansion of the metaverse. As technology advances and complex challenges are gradually overcome through innovation and collaboration, the metaverse has the potential to become an increasingly integrated and significant part of our lives. It could fundamentally transform how we work, how we learn, how we connect with each other, and how we have fun. A deep understanding and proactive engagement with these emerging technologies are crucial for us to navigate this constantly expanding future wisely. It is fundamental to ensure that the metaverse is developed and used ethically, inclusively, and, above all, for the benefit of all humanity. The journey to the metaverse is a continuous exploration of the boundaries between the real and the virtual, a universe of possibilities yet to be fully discovered.